Okay. Let's go. I need to turn the game down a bit. Once I've done that, we're good to go. There we go. Now I am significantly louder than the game, as it should be. Let's play the video game now. I looked up the fact that there were achievements on this, and I was like, I want to play it so much. So I am, you know? That's where we're at. Like, it really do be just that simple. You you have achievements. I don't know. Can I even see them in this? The achievements list in game. Press the hotkey for open pause menu. Select achievements menu. Okay, let's that then. Kind of means I need to find that hotkey. So hotkey for open pause. If it defaults to anything convenient. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Gonna set that real quick. Okay, hotkeys. Open pause menu. Oh. Okay, I can now open this and see the achievements list, which is all I really wanted. There's 112 achievements in this. This is not something I'm going to do in a day or two. This is like, for the record, I still have, it's not on the memory card I have set up to use right now. But I do, in fact, still have the save file that I used last time. I'm not going to use it for a couple of reasons. One, I just don't want to start with a whole bunch of stuff when I'm getting back into the game. But two, and more importantly, I want to get better at the game, because one of the achievements is a little bonkers. It gets wild if it'll. It's the last one. It is worth 100 points on its own. It is complete the game with 0 collision retries, which I have done. That's what I did the last time I played this game on stream, right? Like a couple of years ago. I beat the game without ever retrying. But also have a D counter under 20% of the final battle, and I did not accomplish that. No, I cheated the heck out of it. Like I was cheesing the heck out of that. I didn't even get close to that. I want to say I had like 40-50% at the end. I don't really remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look again, but like it was something like that. Like I wasn't even in the vicinity. So yeah. Codename registration, we will of course name ourselves Mar. Because like in any, technically there is like an official name in this though, so maybe I should go by that. No. I played this game too much as a kid. I'm used to going by Mar. And it, like, should I, if I follow my usual rules for games, I should go by Mar in it, or by Ryu, because I always try and use default names when they exist, right? But I didn't know that this had a default name, right? I just wasn't aware. It was not something I knew as a kid. Because there's no, like, default name button that's easy to do. Heck yeah, we're gonna do Geno hunting. Or Geno hunting. Excuse me, not Geno hunting. That's a different thing. That's why Geno hasn't appeared in any other Mario content. I really want to one day play the other Breath of Fire games. I've played the beginning of the first one, and I've played a lot of this one. Like, I've beaten this game multiple times. This is... work even at low D can do, right, Mar? Yeah, like, this has been a big thing for me. This is one of my favorite PS2 games. And I've played it a lot. I really wish I had more games that had this kind of turn-based battle system. I really like it. I think that's one of the most unfortunate things about turn-based is because of the culture surrounding it. A lot of the time, turn-based is an afterthought, right? It's in games where the combat just isn't that big of a focus. Like, there are games that have good turn-based combat or have interesting things to it, but usually turn-based is simply not a big deal. And I think that's unfortunate. I think that's a bit of a letdown. Like, it could be better. There certainly are games in which it is better, right? And this is one of them, where, like, yes, this game is turn-based, but it's turn-based in a really cool and fun way. You know, and there are, like, plenty of games like that. I mean, I'll be refamiliarizing myself with what all my buttons do. Okay. But yeah, I just really want to play more. I want there to be more good turn-based games in the world. Like, I feel like I play a lot of the better turn-based games. But like, playing a lot of them is not playing all of them. Yeah, whatever you say, Bosch. Waiting makes the captain grumpy. You make me grumpy, Bosch. I wonder, how fast do you have to beat the game to actually surpass Bosch in D ratio? They may target the cargo, otherwise known as they are absolutely going to... I just realized I don't have water. 1 second. I'm going to fix that. Also, is the stream frozen? It is. That's unfortunate. Why is that frozen? It did not like some of the things that happened, evidently. Now? Okay, it is. Whoops. So, that commentary kind of went without any. Also, what is going on? The Discord picture today has been really weird. When I opened it, it, like, when I opened it originally, it was only showing in, like, the corner, and now it's back to normal. Which is annoying, because I moved it, but whatever. It's a wacky day for stream, I guess. I'm gonna blame the power being out for most of last week, because it was. And it was, in fact, a problem. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Why is that? I just noticed that there's a weird line of pixels along the edge and it's bothering me. Why is it like that? Whatever, it goes... Okay, it doesn't entirely go away. Why is it like that every time the screen goes dark? What is... Yeah, give me that advice. Okay. Also, I love how depressing talking to the regular people is in this game, as it should be, especially in this area. Okay, it's bothered. Stupid line of pixels. Oh. Oh, fire. Importer. Okay, surprisingly, all of this looks fine. Oh, why is that? I have pixels there. Why? It bothers me so much. Looking for zoom to see if I can fix it with that. Even find that anymore. So it does. Cool. I just cropped a couple pixels off. And that fixes it, so we're good. I don't care. All that matters to me is that it's fixed. I don't think there's any point to buying too much at the beginning. For a long time, I didn't actually know that you could shop at the beginning of this game. Like when I was a kid, I mean. All the times I've played as an adult, I figured out that you could come down here and shop. But as a kid, I did not know that at all. I just went for it. I mean, mostly it doesn't matter because there's not much you can get with 300 Zenny that's gonna matter. Like, the most influential thing you can do is buy some healing kits, and you really don't need them. They are largely unnecessary. But anyway, onward. What do you have to say? I mean, RD ratio is worse than that, So yeah, if you try hard, you might only be a grunt for the rest of your life, but you can make it. Was I the one who did that? Who knows? Just like, thank you, Mr. Ranger, and I'm like, I don't even know that I did that. I am not sure. Also, how does Bosch beat us here when we leave before him? I guess the implication is just that we go shopping, right? Like, that's the implication. But it's kind of funny that Bosch does in fact beat us here. The lift's down, typical. Yep, it sure is. Oh, true. Yeah, that's it. We're only allowed to take the long way around. Bosch can take the direct way there. Bosch 164 to walk the tracks all the way to the labs. Grr, let's go. It'll help you level up, buddy. Anyway, first achievement get, the easiest achievement of our life. Screw you, Bosch. You don't get to lead the party. I don't care if it's more effective. What's the next achievement? I'm pretty sure they're roughly in order. Go to the top. Why do I have progression bars on some of them? What? Oh, it's the skill ones, and that's just all their default ones. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That tracks. Do-do-do-do-do. Defeat the Cyclops in Old Way Shaft, second floor, before it gets mad. That's the first achievement that's not guaranteed. Also, you are absolutely correct. JRPG protagonists do have to do everything the hard way. Everybody else gets to cheat. So do JRPG protagonists, but in a different way. JRPG protagonists get to cheat in a way that makes victory possible, but makes their life harder. You know, it makes their life more inconvenient, but at the same time... Anyway, I probably should be using Bosch. He is just the objectively correct choice to have out here. Okay, cool. I've remembered how to play the video game for the most part. That was the wrong order for abilities, but it's fine. The important thing is the enemy didn't get a turn. Oh, hey, that's an achievement. I didn't know that was gonna be an achievement, but good for me. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like random achievements like that. I really feel like it's such a wasted opportunity that the game doesn't make more use of that. Like, I'm really disappointed that there's not like a whole bunch of things like that. Like, that should be littering the game. You know what I mean? Like, the game would be so much better if that was just littering it. Hit him with that fang. Like how Bosch just doesn't get a special power. And okay, so I actually like, so there's a lot of good things about this game, right? And I think one of them is that they don't tell you that R2 does special things at the beginning, and it's completely believable because Bosch doesn't have one. He doesn't have a special power, so it's completely believable that that the main character doesn't, right? Because you have no reason to think that those are a thing. Because they're not for Bosch. But then you get Ryu's later. One of them will enter my kick range eventually. It'll happen. How'd I only get 2 of them in that fight? They were right next to each other. How'd that even happen? Whatever. 1 deleted. I'm trying to think of like... Okay, so this is gonna sound a little weird, but I'm so used to the idea that things like that won't work that I don't even really register or remember them anymore. Like I'm sitting here going like, man, what's the most memorable instance to me of a plan like that just not working? And then I'm like, I have no idea because I'm so used to it not working that it doesn't even register anymore. It's just a plot point I move past and I forget entirely. You know, like, it's just such a not important plot point to me anymore. See, you're like, last one I saw was FF10 on Mio and High Road. And I'm sitting over here going, I've played and beaten that game more than once. And I do not remember what you're talking. That's how much I just go by those. Is that when the army attacks Sin and then fails? Because that one would definitely felt like it was gonna fail no matter what. I agree. Okay, yeah. The skill. Just go ahead and equip. Right, I have to actually use it. Easy to forget. Yeah, that entire game really was just, there's this super difficult thing to face and defeat, and everyone else in front of you is failing in real time or has already failed, and you'll hear about it. It is very much a game where you're just constantly hearing about other people failing to beat Sin, which I actually appreciate that in a way. Because it's very different from the way a lot of games do it, where like everybody else just kind of gives up. They're like, we're not the hero, so we can't beat the big bad. In Final Fantasy X, everyone's like, oh no, we gotta beat that, it's gonna kill us all. And I appreciate that. Like, they're failing, but they're trying, and I appreciate that. Also, why is the chat not disappearing eventually? What is with my Streamlabs today and its settings being wonky? Like, I opened Streamlabs today and it just, it had it out for me. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Okay, is it working now? Did I just need to open the properties so it remembered what it was supposed to be doing? Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, true, there are still a lot of people who just gave up. But like, there's, it's just great that there's more than just your group. I love games that actually have other groups trying to do good, or other groups trying to do something, right? I don't like it when the only people with, what do these abilities do again? Me trying to remember what Bosch's skills actually do. Okay, I was like, I knew he had an AoE one, but it's not a useful one at this moment. Yeah, exactly. There's way too many games that just treat it like that, where they're like, yep, we're all gonna die, and there's nothing any of us could be doing about it, so we're all just gonna stand here. Also, it's super finicky, but I actually love how finicky this game is. Did I equip Steel on Bosch too? I should have. If I didn't, oops. Dang. Them slices are not very effective. I really want to actually watch the Digimon content as an adult again. Because I watched a lot of it, like, as a kid, and I haven't seen any of it since. Watch the Japanese version. Noted. Man, I forgot how utterly useless Ryu is at low levels. I see. Just take them out. The thrust right into their heart until they perish. Equip skill. Yeah, I forgot to equip steel. Okay, now they both have steel on. All is well. Onward to glory. What do you have to say again? Oh yeah, you give a lot of tutorial information, right? Moving on. We don't need that tutorial. I've played this video game before. Looks like we got the little slime. Okay, so let me heal up, and then cry. Yeah, cry. That's the appropriate response to this situation. Okay, well, let's go down here and kick a slime. Oh, I almost got kicked by the slime. There we go. Okay. Our first goal is to lower the defense of this slime so that way Mar can actually hurt it. Because until we lower its defense, it is quite legitimately impossible for Mar to even help or do anything. Darn it, the defense down missed. Rough. Well, Mar's over there to throw items. Yeah, I think this game is great. It's a really good turn-based game because it actually has interesting aspects of being turn-based. Sadly, there's not a lot of games that play like this, but I really like it. Especially that you can do this. I think this is one of the best things in it, which is you can make special moves by using certain moves after each other. And the game does not make enough use of it. It's a really cool mechanic that just doesn't see that much use in the game itself. Which is a real bummer, because it's a cool thing. Yeah, one single vert slash. Here's contributing. Really? What other games have you played with similar mechanics? I am curious. Oh, I should not have put them next to... Ooh, ow. I got squashed. Got pancaked. Legend of Legaia had this combo mechanic. Okay. Please get defense down. Fine, don't give defense down. I need it anyway. You're gonna die soon, jerk. A lot of modern games have simply stopped trying to do anything interesting with turn-based mechanics, and it's depressing. because there's a lot of cool things you can do with turn-based game. Like, it doesn't have to be boring. Like, yes, take side slash, take the mystery weapon, use side slash, and then equip skills, put side slash on there. There we go. Onward we go. Yeah, I think this game is great. 10 out of 10. Don't really have any notes. Maybe not 10 out of 10. That might be nostalgia speaking. But it is at least an 8. Like, it's a good game, right? I have overwhelming amounts of nostalgia for it, but I would still die on the hill that this is a good game. And I think it handles difficulty in a way that I really like. By which I mean, like, you can clear this game probably blind, honestly, as long as you recognize that the percentage seems bad. You know, as long as you recognize the percentage is ominous. I wouldn't say Tales of series has a similar mechanic. I just saw that. Actually, wait, Tales of the Abyss does, to be fair, because it has the phone on, stuff on the ground. But in general, I think that what is the bat room? Is there a version of this room that doesn't have the bats? I didn't know that. Oh no, there are the bats. I was pretty sure this was the bat room. Uh-oh. This little lantern mag is to deal damage to me. How embarrassing. Can't believe I let this happen. It's been a while since I played Vesperia, so I don't remember it very well in terms of how you unlock things and stuff like that. Thank you. Let's see, let me remember what the button is for all of these. Beautiful. Okay, let me see if I can edge this. Okay, I can't. Bummer. I cannot edge the bat out enough that I can, let's see if I can. Surely if I get the right angle, I can include the bat and hit both. I believe. Darn it. The bats are just a little too far away from each other. Fine, I'll do this and I'll hit both of these. Okay, actually wait, was Vesperia or Graces first? Because Graces is my favorite Tales game, right? And it's not super close. Okay. The Graces is my favorite Tales game gameplay-wise, but I really liked Xillia 1. I really like Xillia 1 from a story perspective. Like, I liked playing that game. I just think it doesn't have as good of gameplay as Vesperia or Graces. I feel like outside of gameplay, I like that game a lot. Yeah, these bats are just a little too far away from each other for me to bang them. Get them. Yeah. See, I really like Zillia's story, and I like it pretty well as a game. It just has a very fundamental... It starts a fundamental trend that I really don't like in the Tales games that only, like, Berseria went against, which is, I really feel like starting from Xillia, the Tales games were worse multiplayer games. And, like, it wasn't subtle or, like, by a little, it was by a lot. You know what I mean? Like... Like, it was quite noticeable just how much worse of multiplayer games they were after Xillia. Rough. So for reference, like to compare it to the other games, Xillia's link system I thought was really cool, except for the fact that it made it a two-player game. If you play multiplayer and you link with another person, you steal their free will. They are no longer playing the game, you are instead of them, and that's rough and pretty dumb. Like, that simply shouldn't be a thing, right? And I get it, like, being able to link with your friends would be super strong, but why not design the system such that you could still play the game multiplayer? Because it's clearly still intended to be a multiplayer game. But then they just do that, and it doesn't make any sense to do that, really. It's such a weird choice so early on to do that. Like, it felt really weird. Don't know why they did it. Look at how beautifully they're stacked up now. Aw, beautiful. Unfortunately, the one I'm targeting is gonna run out of health, and I won't be able to hit all of them. It's very sad. Rough. Where's that? Yeah, probably. That is probably unfortunately true. But yeah, because like Tales of Xillia 1 has linking, Tales of Xillia 2 has Ludger, which makes it a two-player game that's just occasionally a single-player game, because it still has linking, and not being linked is just being worse at the game. You know what I mean? Like you're just deciding to be worse at the game if you're not using linking. I don't need to heal, it's fine. We're fine. Nothing to worry about here. We're only almost dying. Anyway, these bats are dying before they get a turn. It's too late for them. No, they didn't even try to fix it in Xillia 2. It was just intentional. And the Syria is a very grindy game with poor balance. And it doesn't matter whether you're playing single player or multiplayer for that one. There are just certain moves that are just simply too good in Zestiria. Like it's really not okay. That feel when the enemy does something that's actually just a bad idea, but you know, don't interrupt your enemies when they're making mistakes and all that. But let's see. And then Berseria, I think Berseria was a good game overall. I think Berseria was fine. Like it's not my favorite Tales game, but like I'd put it up there. With like I'd put it up there with like in the realm of Xillia to where I'd put the Vesperia. Like it's good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. Like in that vicinity. Where I think it's a good experience and it's just not amazing. No, that's fair. I think Berseria is really hurt by being in the same world as Zestiria. Like, I legitimately think that makes it a worse game. I think that game would have been better served by being about its own world. Because linking it to Zestiria's world, it's just depressing. Also, yeah. Kill bugs that give you, healing items when you kill them. Exactly. Okay, I've full healed. I'm ready to fight something a little chunkier. I hate that it got caught on the corner, and that's what screwed my timing. Like, that's so lame. That's such a silly reason. But hey, we took fresh meat from it. Not sure where that came from. Don't think I want to know either. I think I'm probably happier not knowing on that one. Get that defense down? Gosh darn it. It's fine. Have some Deathbringer. Easy. I have not played Tales of Arise yet. I just can't bring myself to. Like, I haven't even bought it. I just... The fact that it's not multiplayer kind of kills it for me. Because my best memories with the Tales of games are playing them with my friends. Also, that's rough. In the immortal words of Zuko, that's rough, buddy. But yeah, the Tales games used to be like my favorite series almost. Yeah. You should be used to it then. I agree. For better or worse, you should be used to that one. But yeah, the Tales of games used to be some of my favorite games, and now I just couldn't even care less about playing them. Got a med kit. Woohoo! It's a healing item that's slightly better. Not that that super matters in this game, because of the way healing works. Hit him. Okay, time to bang it up. I feel like there's definitely a spot here where I can hit all three. Yep, there is. Try and snake bite you. Cool. Boop. 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 Almost completely got them from that. Dang. Yeah, you push me away. You do that. Hey, all you're doing is vaguely annoying me. Because, I'm gonna come up and... Well, they have too much defense for that to work, huh? Okay, Ryu, you do that. Ryu's out here doing his best, you know? It's not very good, but it's the best he can do. Kinda wild that Ryu had an entire turn there to do 0 points of damage. I keep forgetting that my attack's just too low for low AP cost attacks on Ryu. Like, he's not gonna do damage with them. I have to hit with something harder. I don't actually have a choice. Get that defense down. Darn it. I just have to remember that Ryu's not going to be effective in that way. He's good at many things. That's not going to be one of them. Got the defense down this time at least though, so there's that. Not that it matters, because the enemy was dying to that regardless. Max level Bosch is a really funny thing to get in this game, because Bosch is a temporary character. I did not get both of them in the fight. It's actually kind of annoying. But whatever. This one's gonna die without getting a turn, so... mission accomplished, I guess. So... I really like it because I really like the way this game starts. Because one, you feel like Bosch is going to be around for a while. I feel like this game, maybe it's just because I was a dumb kid when I played this game for the first time, but I did not expect Bosch to leave the party. Like, as far as you can tell, aside from being stronger, he is mechanically the same as the main character. Also, yeah, I had not played enough games that I knew that someone being too strong meant that they were going to leave. I just hadn't played that many games yet, you know? I was innocent. Oh, wait, I need the... Yeah, there we go. Get 2 hits in this way. I mean, that's fair. The talking is hard. I would agree that it hadn't risen to the level of a trope yet. It definitely had appeared in a lot of games even at this point, though. Darn it. Why can't I get a successful steal attempt on this jerk? Whatever. I'll get Wild Swing later. It's fine. I'm carrying too much. Uh-oh. Who needs healing items, right? Not me. drop them bombs. Oops, the treasure key's around, I just haven't picked it up yet. Order matters. Drop them dynamites. Get kick, take kick, then use. Got another one of Ryu's skills. Go to Ryu's skills, and yeah, okay, kick's a level 1 thing. It's got knockback on it, but that's generally bad for Ryu. Being a melee fighter. Every once in a while it's useful, but kick is very situational. You definitely do not hugely prefer to have kick, because in order to get like a good use out of it, you've got to actually do some stuff. You've got to really try, and like I'm allergic to effort, so also another thing I really like about the beginning of this game, also this is a great fake out right here. Is it? Did I pull the version where this isn't a pop-up? I guess I'll find out if it's easy. Yeah, okay, it's not. Weird, I forgot that was an option. Also, so this game is very much designed for you to replay it. As in, literally at any time while playing this game, you can give up. At any time. And when you give up, you get to keep your equipment, your skills. You get to keep your equipment, your skills, and your party XP, which can be applied to just give anyone XP whenever, and go back to the beginning of the game. And I think it's a great system. I think it's super fun. And there's reasons you can do that. And you get extra scenes upon doing it. Like, the game is designed for for multiple players to be kind of built in. It's a big boy. Big Darken. Well, Big Darken corpse, at least. I mean, less corpsey than one would expect as it moves. But still a corpse. Yeah, your dying dream. Let us go, my little friend. Once again, to the sky. I really want to know if the other Breath of Fires make more sense. It's why I've always intended to play it, because this is Breath of Fire 5. Which you wouldn't know from the title. Because the title is just Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. I missed the fact that it was Breath of Fire 5 as a kid. I just thought it looked cool, and it was a fun game, and it looked fun, and then I played it and it was fun. That's why it has so many achievements. Anyway, we just fell over. See Ryu, no need to worry. Yeah, I've only played like the first half of Breath of Fire 1. Anyway, oh hey look, it's real. Imagine you had a weird vision that made you pass out, right? And then you wake up and you're like, whoa, that was a really weird, vivid hallucination to have. and then you enter the next room, and the thing you hallucinated is just there. I don't have any records of any Genix this big. Maybe it's some kind of experiment? What, you scared, Mar? It's dead already, it won't bite. Let's finish up this mission. Either that or face the wrath of Captain Zeno. Ojin. Anyway, we have now successfully encountered 1X experiment. Also, that's the point at which the thing in the top right appears. That's not ominous at all. I love this game. It's great. Don't worry about it. Like, something mysterious just appears in the top right of the screen. The game is just like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing going on up there. Also, I love how confidently wrong people are in this game about what's going on. And I think that's really funny. Let's see, should I save? I should probably save. I should probably actually use the save feature for the first time. What is that up there? Don't worry about it, or people being wrong. People being wrong is really common in this game, and I love that. Because it's something that I feel like a lot of games miss, where people will only talk in games if they actually know something for sure. But like, that simply isn't how the real world functions, right? People are confidently wrong all the time, right? Like, people are just simply incorrect a frankly ludicrous amount of the time. And I think that it's really nice when games kind of like acknowledge that in little ways by having characters just be wrong. And this game does a really good job of it not feeling obnoxious, because I feel like when characters will give explanations for things, they'll be confidently incorrect, but you as the player will have seen enough to be like, that doesn't sound right. I'm not sure they're correct. You know? Anyway, I did that just to get a bunch of extra party XP. That's why if you notice, I very carefully only kicked the big one. It's because the little ones die as soon as I kick them. I wanted to make sure that I got... Is using a med kit like that a waste? Yes, but a mega aid kit's a better item, so... And I don't have anything else that's trash to throw away. I guess I did have my pile of fresh meat, actually. Oh well, though. Go a long foot? That's lucky. Sorry, fresh meat. You're exiting stage left. Okay, and here's something that I think is fun. You can duplicate items in a certain way in this game, or duplicate stat boosts. So we are not going to use that Longfoot. I forget how you do it, because the last time I played this game I was doing a no give up run, like no retries, no give up, nothing, just beat the game, you know, raw dog life as Ryu. So I don't really remember Okay, where'd the other door back here go? I don't remember any. I'm gonna go find out. This is looking very right way now. Okay, it just dead ends. Heck yeah, party XP. Oh, a reflex. Okay, what am I gonna drop to get that? That's the question of the day. You know what? I don't need to flee from battles. I'll defeat my enemies. I don't need the ability to leave a battle. I just need the ability to hit my enemies harder and faster. And reflexes help with that because they increase your speed. Which we appreciate because going before the enemies is a nice thing. Also, I do think it's kind of funny that you can get stat up items before Bosch leaves your party. Because it's real depressing if you use any of them on him. Which you're inclined to, right? Because if you don't know that a character is gonna leave, Bosch is just a better party member than Ryu. Like, he is just better. Do you get them back if you retry? You can re-get them. So, we have an item locker here, apparently. Okay, let's look at all that. Did I put them all in storage? Didn't realize that it was defaulting to that. Annoying. View equip info. So it only has slice, has the same amount of slots otherwise. It's got 20 attack, 150 range, 12 weight. This has 16 attack, 150 range, 6 weight. So that lowers my speed by 6 to equip, but increases my attack by 4. On the other hand, though, currently, he's useless. And in a way, you get him back if you retry it. Okay, it depends. Things that are in your item locker are preserved, which is how you do the item duplication thing. But things that are in your that are not in your item locker are not preserved if you turn the clock back, as it were. So in some ways, yes, you get them back, but in others you don't. Okay, so base is 3-3. This is 0-0, but it just has a flat. Okay, it has a shield skill already locked to it. We don't want that. I do want to equip it real quick though for reasons. Okay, so this is 14-10. This is 16-5, and greatly reduces that. Immunity to binding is actually really good in the area we're going to. We're gonna have that on. Reducing electricity is just not that important where we're going. But the spiders are a lot less annoying if you're immune to binding. We're gonna equip that once, because that should count as for the shield skills achievement. I didn't see progress on it though, but we'll get that skill normally eventually anyway. Anyway, so that's the cargo we're supposed to guard. And I'd like to point out, the lift's about to leave. Hurry! The cargo is about to leave without its guards. That seems like a poor decision. I like how Bosch just leaves Ryu to do all of the... Like, he just leaves Ryu to do all of the paperwork. Like, Ryu's just like signing everything he's supposed to as fast as he can before he hops on. Like, man, Bosch, you could have helped. Could have helped, man. Also, I'm gonna look up while the scene plays. Relax. Whatever it is, it must be special. No one would attack a lift guarded by rangers. Famous last words, Bosch. Breath of Fire, Dragon, Quarter, Item, Duplication. How do I do that? I need your scores. What? I have the potential. All I need is a reputation, and they'll have to promote me. If things go well, I could even be regent. I have the qualifications after all. Regent? Are you serious? I am. I, Bosch 164, will be regent. I must. Mar, with your 8192 D ratio, you'll never make past Grunt. Once I get on top, I'll be able to help you out. Come on, Mar. What do you say? I say we have work to do. Award unit, Trinity. Hee 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 hee. Did it give up? Damn, looks like they'll do anything to stop the lift. Also, I feel like that scene's a lot funnier if your D ratio is higher. By which I mean, like, in this, the D ratio. Also, Bosch's the look on Bosch's face as he watches a rocket come at him is so good. Like, the man is staring death in the face, and he is unprepared. And at least he's friends enough with us to call out our name as we fall into the abyss, you know? That's nice of him. I'll choose you. Wahoo. What? Also, I do kind of like how this game doesn't feel the need to explain things. Wonder how far I fell. I made it. Did I? Like, it doesn't really explain what a D ratio is. It kind of lets you figure out from context what D ratio means, right? You know, obviously it's some kind of talent score or something like that. And it doesn't feel the need to give you a blurb about what D ratio is. Now, I understand why a lot of modern games feel the need to give that blurb, because dang is literacy dead. But, like, I do appreciate that this game doesn't feel the need to tell me. And, like, I think that, I think this game handles tutorials really well, and that there's a character who will just tell you things. Frequently. And if you're the type of person who just talks to people, you will learn lots of things. But you can just go forward and figure the game out by playing it, too. You know? And I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, we don't have access to our item locker here. So I cannot use the item locker duplication method to cheap anything out right now. I do kind of want to... I don't think I want to save here, because I want to see if an increase in speed and move would let me do this next achievement and beat the Cyclops before it gets maxed. But I don't think I would be able to. I think I'm gonna find that that's not gonna be possible without using SOL restart at some point. I don't think restore is gonna be enough. Mainly because I don't have a stat boost for an offensive stat. You know, moving faster and going faster, it can do a lot for you, but it can't do everything for you. That being said, I will not save the game. It's fine. Who needs it? Not me, that's for sure. Treasure chest. Okay, let's go over here. I like how few frames that kicking animation from Nina has. Like, why did they do that? Also, I like how at first he's like, I'm not strong enough to do it. And he's like, but I can go Kaioken! Also, I love this from the perspective of before this, he's been largely useless. And now he can just do it. You know? Now he's just here to fuck some enemies up. No hesitation. Also, I really do appreciate that aside from the jumping part of that, everything that we see him do here is just a real thing that he can do. Pretty much the movement of that's the only part you're not allowed to do in a fight. And I appreciate that. Like, I think that's really good. Oh, thank you, Mr. Anki. What do I have to actually do to beat it before it gets angry? Ow. I forgot it hurts. But it's okay, because you know what doesn't have a cost? That. Okay, so that's as close as I can realistically get it. Yeah, you spirit charge yourself. Do what you need to, buddy. Because I believe it gets angry at the halfway mark of its health bar, right? Assuming that this is even the right thing. Yeah, okay, cool. I have confirmed. It's a halfway thing. Okay, having confirmed that, I'm going to heal myself enough that I do not perish. And I think that if I use all of my bonus XP, I can get that. Yeah, that's doable. I can make this work. Right now I just need to make it through the rude. Or I should have healed. But I still can, because I'll have... Ooh. I pressed the wrong button. Rip me, potentially. Yep, rip me. Oh, look at that luck! I did not deserve to live, but we live nonetheless! Oh, that luck was bonkers. You know, out here being mute. Yep, we're gonna get out of here, Nina. Don't you worry. I've got you. I'm so glad. This really set up... Okay, so this game absolutely needed it. But this was also one of the first games that I played that just every scene was skippable. And I so much appreciate every game that has that. Because even now, some games do not have that. Also, yeah. We can D-dash now, and this is the only time in the game you can use it actually freely. We're not going to right now, though, because we're going to give up. Actually, does it save Zenny? I don't think it does, so I'm not gonna bother. Anyway, so we go back to SOL Restore. Okay, it does save money, so I should have gone and saved and sold all my stuff, but oh well. Yeah. But like, so I've been playing Breath of the Wild recently, and the amount of unskippable things in that game is wild. It is absolutely bonkers how much of that game is just raw unskippable. Anyway, collect all that stuff again. Do that. Then do that. Do that. Yeah. Yep. What? Excuse me? Why did that achievement just pop? That is incorrect. Why did that just pop? That's not right. Well, I'm gonna go do it properly anyway. And just pretend that I didn't just get it when I shouldn't have. That's pretty funny though. That it just popped. Like, that should not have popped. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, it's fine though. Boss did what he was supposed to, even when I'm not controlling him. Got a little less bonus XP off that this time, but it's fine. Okay, I'm still just absorbing the fact that I just got, oh, hey, an HP plus. That's actually really nice. That's a good thing to be able to put in storage. But yeah, I'm still going to properly get the stuff here. Huh? Item locker. Put the HP plus in there. Then I don't care to save any of the rest of this except for the trauma kit, I suppose. That's useful later, so make sure that's saved. Onward. Technically, I could do the trick here. It's just an annoyingly long walk to get to that lady, so I don't want to do it. You know, like it's an annoyingly long walk to get to her, so I don't want to. I could re-roll that until I get an offensive stat increase, come to think of it. And I can at least skip all of these scenes. I just have to sit through the loading. Oh yeah, we get our first SOL scene, because we're seeing this for the second time. It is the power given to you, the dragon's power. You are the chosen, the 1,000-year world destroyer. Find your fate before it finds you. What you do will change everything. I do like the SOL scenes are marked. I think that's a good thing. Okay, so whip. We definitely care more for raw attack than we do speed. Could boost speed back up a little bit by sacrificing defense. That'd be fine because we're gonna be higher level. It's not fine because we'll be giving up the ability to steal. Never mind. Party XP. Add. The achievement says that I am not allowed to be higher than level 10, so level 10s are maximum. We have just enough to get there. Okay. Now let's skip the scene where he decides to be super cool. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do something important. I forgot to equip skills on the Buster Sword, so I guess we're gonna try this with the Ranger's Edge, because I did a silly. Oops. I also did a silly there. And here, really. So it's a silly kind of day. Okay, game. Okay, that's probably as close as I can get it without enraging him. We got Ogre Slice. Yeah, use Spirit Charge, buddy. Make yourself extra angy. Okay, with 132, I can get one extra slice in. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. That's depressing. Especially because of the way I did everything, I can't have to actually reset instead of SOL restoring. Because SOL restoring would lower my party XP back down, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's try that again. There's an HP plus again, so That's nice. At least we still got that. Yeah, that's right, you missed. And we're done here. I accidentally let the enemies have a turn, but it's fine. Still got 100% rating bonus, so it's whatever. Okay. Now we continue onward. Ooh, we got a Juju. That's a really nice thing to start having in our bank. I might want to just go through these boxes a few times just to have their contents. They drop nice things. Like, legitimately. It's a good time. Like, getting 1 to 2 stat up items every time. And we get some party XP, like... So I'll restore. I don't care about having a high number of retries, so... At least not on this one. Can't wait to do the 100 the don't retry and don't get a high percentage. Not that we have a percentage yet, and it'll be a while before we do. So, you know, don't worry too much about what percentage is. Ha 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 ha. Spoilers. Although the opening that plays before the title screen shows the percentage, so you know there's a percentage that's important because it's very clear about that. It's not, this game is not subtle that there's an ominous percentage. It's very very upfront about that. Is that the strength one? Did I just get the attack one? I did. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Also, before I forget again, let me go to skill, go to Buster Sword, and actually equip some stuff on it. Because if I'd had the extra 4 attack from that, I would have gotten it. Like, that would have been it. You know? Like, easy game, easy life, move on. Badoop. Badoop. I really like how complicated this game is, and I think that's something that turn-based games need to have, is complicated simplicity. Where, like, there needs to be enough complication in your turn-based game, while at the same time it needs to be somewhat simple too. You know what I mean? Darn. That one's just a little out of range. Okay, so I've gotten the stat boost that's like most important. Then get another HP plus, which is nice to have, but not as important. Locker, item locker. Store that power meal away. Store that HP plus away. Life is good. Then give up. SOL restore. We're just building. Whoops. Accidentally hit now. We are really hitting the silly train with, wouldn't it be funny if we were strong well before we had any right to be? Like, so far before. Ridiculously before, honestly. And without doing the actual proper ways you're supposed to do that in this game. Because there definitely are ways you're supposed to be this strong this early, but they require actually playing the game properly, and it's funnier to not. I think that's one of the funniest things you can do with video games, is simply not play them the way that they were intended, and instead play them in another silly but interesting way. What was that luck? I got nothing from those boxes. That's wild. I didn't even know that could happen. And I knew occasionally you would get nothing from boxes, but getting nothing from 3 boxes? That's wild. Also, I don't need more party XP from these guys, so I'm gonna stop killing them. I just need what's in the boxes. Ooh, an AP plus is a really nice thing to have for what we're trying to do. Life is good with what we're getting here. We're getting lots of good, silly things. There are some slightly better places to do what we're doing, but this is still one of the best. By which I mean, like, there's one set of boxes that's really good for this. There's a couple spots in this game that are really good for what we're doing. But this is probably the earliest spot that you can do it at. And I mean, obviously it's the earliest. You still have Bosch in your party. I could stab Boo's boss. Bosch, that'd be funny. Why not, right? I'll give him some stab boost. It'd be funnier. Oh boy, an aid kit. Wahoo. What I really want is AP plus and attack plus. That's the best things to be getting from this. Protein is defense, I believe. Yeah, which, like, isn't bad. And it's certainly going to be good for something later. But it's not particularly good at the moment. You know? It's just not bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's very firmly in the that's not bad camp. But it's not in the that's good. Our goal is to have at least 10 of every stat increasing item and more of HP plus and AP plus. 10 of every other stat increasing item, and then like 20 of those. I don't know why I'm walking over there like I'm about to do something with that. Oops. I pressed the wrong button multiple times in a row there. Which I didn't do in the worst way I could have, because the worst way I could press the wrong button there is use restart instead of restore. Because that means I have to go through the whole first area again. That's a lot of work, you know? That's a lot. We got this. What I'd really like is more than one power meal. That's the point at which I'll start doing the actual boosting. Is the point at which I have more than one power meal. Maybe more than two, actually. Just got heal kits that time. Bummer. Bum, 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 ba, da. Da, da, da. Yeah, another AP plus. That's nice too. I feel like that one is absolutely guaranteed to give you some kind of stat up item, because it's been that box for sure every single time it's given me one. One of these days, I will press the right buttons in the right order. Gosh darn it. I want to have to press through dialogue there, and I don't. You know what I mean? Like I want to advance in the dialogue. And yeah, it is different every time. There's a lot of things in this game that are random. Like for example, earlier, that slime thing that I fought to get a treasure chest, that's not the only enemy that can spawn there. I believe there's 2 variations in that spot. But then what drops out of boxes is different. Like, boxes have random drops that are assigned when you break them. And different boxes have different drop tables based on location and type of box. Like, regular boxes have comparatively less expensive things, but they can occasionally drop really good things like that HP plus I just picked up. And then gold boxes generally just have better things in them, depending on the gold box. But yeah, that one has had, that box in particular has had a stat boosting item like every time, so I have to think that that's scripted. I have to at this point, right? Yeah, that's why this gold box always has a high quality healing item in it. Like, the cheapest thing that comes out of it is a trauma kit, which is a healing item so good that I stored it because I just don't need those yet. Put the HP plus in, put the reflex in. Our amount of stat boosting items grows. But what we really need is more power meals. That's what we're hoping for every time we do this. Is that it'll give us more power meals. That's what we actually want. Is more of a power meal. Did the Capcom have a weird line through the center of it? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. The answer is probably nonsense emulator stuff. And I don't feel like... I don't care enough to dig out my PS2 to play this game, you know what I mean? I could. Like, you know, I have this game. I'm fairly confident my copy of this game still works and everything. Oh, the Streamlabs did not like it when I full screened the game just now. Okay, I won't do that again. But it did not like it when I did it. It was irritated that I did that. So I just realized that this is not sized properly. Fix that. I don't like anything about how that's working. No. But whatever. I need to do more work on PCSX2 to get it to look good, but I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to play the video game, you know? So I'm just going to play the video game and not worry about the fact that the visuals don't look as good. This is a podcast anyway. Like I'm grinding right now. This is a podcast right now, you know? You know what I mean? Like I'm in the grinding phase. Well, we got another ability to increase magic, which means that Nina's attack will go up later, so that's nice, I guess. Got another AP plus and a dynamite. I kind of want to just do this until I have all the stat ups that I need, but that would take a while, and then I wouldn't care about getting more stat ups in the future. So I won't do that. I'm just going to go until I have at least 2 power meals. So that way when I do the stat boosting thing in a second, I can do it at more than 1 at a time per attack. Always make sure that we're doing restore, not restart. Technically, at this point in the game, restart wouldn't be terrible. It'd just be unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the worst thing that could happen. But it would be pretty bad. Onward we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Party XP is also nice to pick up. I mean, it's not really important. If it was important, I'd still be killing the aid kit guys, right? The fact that I'm not shows that I don't really care about party XP right now. Really wish we had the dash, but alas. I really appreciate all the AP pluses I'm getting. That's actually really nice. Because AP is action points, and it is one of the better things to boost. So we appreciate how many of those we're getting. Also, power boosting will be useful for a lot of cheesy kind of things, so we'll have one in our storage since we have the slots right now. Oops. Store, overwrite. And the funniest part about all this is I'm just doing all of this so that way I can say that I did the achievement legitimately instead of it just popping on a random enemy. Which I don't know how that happened, honestly. Like, I do not understand how that achievement just popped on a different enemy. That shouldn't have happened. Like that simply should not have happened. I'm guessing it had something to do with the way data changes when you use SOL restore. but like 100% should not have been possible. Like that, there should have been a 0 chance of that one happening. As in, I should probably bug report that. I don't think I'm going to because I'm lazy. But I probably should. Let retro achievements know that that can even happen. But I'm lazy, and so I'm not going to. And also, that achievement set's been around for a while, so, you know, no one's probably gonna fix it anyway. Especially since it's not a problem, you know what I mean? Like, it's not preventing anyone from getting achievements, so it's a less high priority than it would otherwise be. Especially since you can just honor system it a little bit. Huh? I wonder, what's the maximum number of retries? Like, at what point does it roll over? Just out of curiosity. Dragon Quarter Breath of Fire max retries. Looks like nothing like that is easily Googleable, so, you know, only one way to find out. Hit that retry button, baby. I love how different this game feels doing it like this, because the last time I played it, I was playing without doing any retries, right? Like, without using the SOL feature at all. Also, can I just say I love that the acronym for it is SOL? I forget what it stands for, but in my heart it stands for shit out of luck. Like, you know, like, it obviously, right? It being called the SOL system is hilarious to me. There's another HP plus. Show me the power meal. Show me a second power meal. I'm begging you. That's the most important stat anyway. For anyone but Nina. Everyone else needs raw attack power. I got another AP plus. I guess actually no. AP is the most important stat. I take it back. Because being able to swing your weapon more does matter more than any amount of stats will. There's no amount of stats you can have that matters more than swinging your weapon. Okay. We're up to 5 AP plus, which is really good actually. Also, what is Ryu's magic stat? Out of curiosity. What's his magic stat? 21. What does magic do if you don't have attack? Like, if you don't have a magical attack, just Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter stat. Like, I was curious. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. That's not the kind of statistics. Let's see. Looking at an FAQ to see if there's any information on. Okay, maybe I should change the question. Does magic do anything for real? Okay, it looks like magic isn't useless for Rio. It's mostly useless. Also, that is, I just saw your thing about men usually suck at magic. Unfortunately true. I do appreciate, Dragon Quest II, the first magic character you get's a guy. The second one's a girl, but the first is a guy. Yeah, that's why. It's because it's combined attack, magic attack, and defense in this game. Which is the only reason why it's useful. I already gave her the stuff. Cool, I did. That means that we can retry again. I will never get over it being called the SOL system. I think that's so good. You know, I just realized I could be using speed up. But no. If I'm gonna cheese a game, if I'm gonna cheese this, I'm gonna make myself sit through cheesing it. That's the price I have to pay for cheesing it. I should absolutely be using Ryu for this, just because it's faster. This little sword swing is just a little faster than Bosch in general. There's another HP plus. Man, sure would be nice to see Power Meal again. That'd be great. I don't want more HP or any, like, it's nice. It's not a bad stat. But show me the Power Meal. That's a long foot. That's not bad either, but it's not what I want. Please. Please, game, I'm begging you. Give me another Power Meal. Just one more Power Meal, and I will stop cheesing you, I promise. The only other one I don't have two of, at least at this point, is Protein, which I would say is the other most useful one for you. Rough. Like, it's rough out here, man. I'm really tempted to, before I do the hard bit of this, to be extra careful to make sure that I don't fuck up the storage thing. Because it's not hard to do. Got the 3 heal kit version. We continue on our merry way. Out here, like, thinking, how can I best optimize how I run around these corners? This is what doing silly grinding does to a man. All I got that time was an HP plus, which isn't the worst, but I really just want another power meal. That's all I want, game. Give me a power meal. It's all I want, I swear. If you give me the power meal, my life is yours. Not actually. But Ryu's life is, for sure. Like, I will murder Ryu right now. You just give me a second power meal. That's all you have to do. It's a long foot. That's nice, I guess. We get to move further. It is legitimately nice to have a lot of Longfoots around. It's not what I want right now. You know what I mean? It's not what I'm really hoping for. That's an HP plus. I believe. I'll get it eventually. They can't keep the power meal from me forever. Don't make me go to McDonald's myself. This joke brought to you by the fact that Power Meal sounds kind of like Happy Meal. Okay. Come on. Show me a Power Meal. You can do it, game. I believe in you. You can do it. Nothing's stopping you, I promise. Like, I promise that nothing is stopping you from giving me a power meal. There's nothing in your way, game. I absolutely 100% pinky promise that there's nothing in your way. Another HP plus obtained. Wahoo! None of these stats help with what I'm trying to do. They're all helpful later, but not for what I'm trying to do right now. For what I'm trying to do right now, they are just complete, might as well not exist. I got 2 HP pluses that time. I'm gonna have so much HP. No one's ever had as much HP as I'm gonna have. Yeah, I guess I am. I wish I wasn't, though. I wish I wasn't. I almost have 10 HP pluses. That's wild. I've not gotten a single AP plus, but I've gotten 5 HP pluses. That's funny. Meanwhile, if I had to decide which one I wanted more, it would 100% be the AP plus. That is the more useful thing. I wonder what max AP is in this game. I feel like I probably knew the answer to that at one point, because I probably looked it up out of curiosity, but I certainly don't anymore. Um, it's gonna be a decent amount, I'm sure. I do kind of like how you can cheese this game, but only in certain places, and I like that. You have to think ahead to cheese it. You know, you have to be somewhere where you can get boxes that actually have things that you want, or face enemies that have these things as things that you can obtain from them in some way. Like, because of the way this game works, because it's fundamentally more of a roguelike than it, like, there we go, a power meal, finally. Okay, now that we have, I'm gonna get the second power meal in our thing, and then I'm going to copy the memory card because I am paranoid and I'm going to somehow mess it up. Okay, let me go to settings, go to memory cards, open the folder with the memory cards in them, and then copy, make a folder called backups, and paste that in there. Okay. Technically, this isn't cheating. It is exploiting, though. You know, it's exploiting the game, not cheating, because there's no cheat codes or anything involved. I am very much exploiting the game, though. That's unquestionable, yeah. Yeah, I'm exploiting the game right now. Like, I'm about to exploit the heck out of the game. It's not even funny how much I'm about to exploit this game. This poor game is simply unready for the amount of exploitation that's about to happen. Okay, let's... let's go. Okay, so what we do is we make a soft save in the temp slot. Soft save successfully made. Now, instead of loading the soft save, we load the hard save. And then because I need to not be above a certain level for some of these achievements, I'm actually not going to use any party XP, but that's okay. So then we go over here. I'm only gonna bother breaking the box that's guaranteed to have something in it, because we're not gonna be using SOL restore very much in this bit. Okay, now we go over here. Go to the item locker, and instead of getting stuff out of, or getting stuff from it, we are putting stuff in it, we get stuff from it this time. Okay, then we look at Ryu's stats to admire them for a second and how much they're about to go up. So his base stats are those across the board in the 40 to 20 range, right? That's what his base stats are. I'm gonna screenshot them just so I can admire how much we've boosted it at the end of it. And then we use a ton of stuff on Ryu. Okay. There we go. Just one round already increases his stats by at least 2 on everything except for defense, which only got 1. And then at this point, we go back to the save point, save. And the way this works is we're going to go back to the save point. We're going to save, which saves our current stat line for Ryu, right? Whatever our current stat line is, it saves it. And it also saves our current storage, which is bad for us, but we're going to undo that in a second. So we save our current storage and our current stat line. And now, at this point, we SOL restore because it's the fastest way to get back out to the menu. We don't care how, we just want to go back to the menu. How isn't super relevant to us at the moment. We just need to get back to the title screen. So that way, we can load the soft save. Okay, so we've loaded the soft save. And now we just need to SOL restore. That being said, we're going to quickly go and obtain more stuff too before we SOL restore. So in this version of the thing, we don't have any of those stats for Ryu, right? It is unspent. But because when you SOL restore, it doesn't overwrite the stat line, but it does overwrite the bank, the soft save can be used to just overwrite the bank again with stuff that you've already used on that save file. Which lets you get more stuff on your back in your storage. Now, ideally, you do this at a save point where these are a lot closer together. But see, our storage is back. And from here, we SOL restore. And like I said, ideally, you do this where those are like right next to each other. So that way this takes like a minute instead of 5 for each one of these. But, you know. We work with what we have available. Okay, so now we reload this. And here we can see that Ryu has that shiny new stat line. It's a very nice stat line. We approve of this stat line. It's great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check, and if I get a power meal or something more important than HP or AP plus, I'll I'll restore instead of using the items, you know? Just that way it works better. Make the system that little bit faster. Why are these boxes just not here? That doesn't... What? Hello? How was that the case? Weird. Don't know how that would be. Oh, I know why, because I broke it on this save. Oops, I guess I can't get more. Oh well. In that case, I'll just work with what I have. And that's fine. Like, we have plenty of stat boosting stuff as it stands right now, so we're fine. Okay, there we go. Two more of these at most should be enough. Like, we don't need to do this all that many times. Like, just a couple is more than sufficient. Oh wait, I forgot a step, didn't I? I did. I forgot to make the soft save. Oops. Let me reset the game then. The soft save is an important step. Cannot be forgetting that. That is, in fact, very important. Yeah, you need that temp save to do the trick. It is very much not optional. Okay, we just have to hit quit. And then actually properly load the hard save after. But yeah, effectively, while doing this, you're just taking advantage of what a soft save actually saves. Fun fact, there's the PAL version of this game, I think it is. Doesn't have... need to check something. I loaded the hard save, right? Yeah, okay, it did. The PAL version of this doesn't have soft saves. So you can't do this at all. It's completely not allowed. Like 100% cannot do it. You are simply forbidden. But, you know, that's fine. Okay. Continue along. Having a grand old time. Really wish I had the dash. It'd be so nice. Okay. Okay, now we go and hard save, reload the hard save, and then we should have like a solid increased stat line for Ryu for a while. Like that should cover us for a good bit. Okay, we look at the list of steps while we do this just to make sure that we don't somehow find a way to mess it up. You know, it's important to make sure that why is the default no? Just to make sure that we do not somehow manage to mess it up. I actually really like this. I think it's super interesting exploit. But I'm also just a fan of interesting exploits in general. Like I think exploits are fun, depending on what they are, you know? Because this one I feel like has a good price because it's not easy to do. And it doesn't give you that big of a boost. So I think it works well as like an interesting exploit, right? Because it only really gives you that big of a boost if you really do it. Like you have to mean it to get a huge boost off of this. You have to really put the time in. But otherwise it's just like an interesting exploit. It's just normally interesting, it's not game breaking. Let's put it that way. It is a fun exploit that isn't game breaking, and that's surprisingly hard to find. Although game breaking exploits can be fun too. Like I think all the Breath of the Wild exploits are hilarious for the most part. They're great. Bomb jumping, or whatever its proper name is in the community, that's just a great thing. It's awesome. I love that exists. Like, that's great. Okay, so we've increased our attack by 4, and a lot of our other stats by a good amount too. I'll do one more round of this. So we need to make this off save. We'll do one more round and then we'll call it good. That should be enough, you know? Like I said, I don't need to do this all that much. I just need to do it enough to have just a little bit more attack. Honestly, if I'd gotten more power meals, this wouldn't have taken nearly as long. Unfortunately, we got really unlucky with power meals. But yeah, if I'd gotten power meals sooner and gotten more like 2 of them, or gotten like a total of 3 or more, I would have just done this twice and moved on, because that would have been enough for me to not have to worry about it at all. But alas, I got bonkers unlucky. Like, I do think power meals and protein are the least likely, but they're not that much less likely. You know what I mean? Like, less likely, yes. That much? No. Okay, then... Yeah, for what we're trying to do right now, the only stat increases that matter are AP and attack. And they've gotten enough. Mostly because we got a fair amount of AP pluses, and so they're kind of covering for the fact that we didn't get as many attack pluses as I would like. Because AP plus lets us get more attacks in, so like, you know, we're swinging more, which is accomplishing it from a different perspective. Wait, how much? does Vert Slash do? 130 power, and then Deathbringer is 125, but guaranteed to crit. It's the guaranteed crit on Deathbringer that makes it at all worth using. Otherwise, it simply would not be worth it. Exploits that become features are the best kind of exploits, though, for the record. Just saying that for all the posterity that may one day view this. There is no better, there is nothing better than an exploit that becomes a feature. Okay, now we load the soft save. And then we SOL restore, and then we continue on with the game. Like, we should be fine now. We will, at this point, continue on with playing the video game. I like how our time was like half advancing, half not. Like our time played is no longer accurate. Even to just the time that we've been loaded into the game. It's just completely wrong now. Okay. Not wish to save using a save token. Onward we go. Oh, right, I should still kill these idiots. One set of idiots murdered. I've played this game so much that, like, I just hear its music and my brain goes, yes, sing along. It is sing along time because the theme music is playing. I've not played Tears of the Kingdom yet. I've seen a lot of the Korok memes, but that's literally all I know about the game, and I've tried very hard to make that a true statement, you know? That's actually why I'm playing Breath of the Wild now. Because while I beat Breath of the Wild, I never did like a lot of the side quests and things. So now I'm finally getting around to playing Breath of the Wild, and I'm gonna play Age of Calamity, and then I'm going to play Tears of the Kingdom after. It's gonna be a great time. Okay, confirm at the end that we did everything right and that the item locker is still full of upgrade materials. It is. You know, that's understandable, actually. I'm using a map to make sure I 100% complete it, and they're still kind of obnoxious. You know what I mean? But I'm making sure that I have a fully cleared map, as in I have done every side quest, gotten every Korok. I do know the reward for it. I think it's funny. It's funny in a why is it that kind of way, not in a I'm actually happy with the reward kind of way. But I'm touching every chest, getting every Korok, and doing all the side quests and all the other normal stuff. You know, I am maxing my involvement in the game. I'm doing absolutely everything. Okay. One thing I'm worried about is, should I level up to level 10? I think I'm fine not because of all the AP I have. Well, if I do, what's the next level requirement? That's the question. It unlocked max level 15 at the end. And it ends sector lift port. And max level 16 at the boss fight that's right after that. That shouldn't be hard if I make this one shouldn't be hard. I kind of just don't want to use bonus XP because I'm worried that at some point I will be too high level. You know? So I kind of just don't want to use bonus XP at all. Just to make sure that I don't ever accidentally screw myself there. Yeah, you spirit charge yourself, buddy. Okay. Doing 53. Okay, one more turn to smack it around a bit. Get a little closer to half. We're gonna risk one more slice and then stop. And we're gonna hope that I didn't go a little too far. Heal. I should have grabbed the attack boost out of my storage. Okay, he's not angry yet. We're good. We correctly did the right amount of hits. That is as close as we can get. If this fails, I'll just bring the attack charge next time like I should have this time, and then everything will be fine. Okay, slice, Vert Slash, and then Deathbringer. Deathbringer. Deathbringer, and we're good. Easy game, easy life. Moving on. The achievement already popped earlier on accident, but now we should have it. We've now earned it. Us having it is now proper. I already watched that scene the first time. When the Cyclops gets pissed, it starts getting 2 turns. It just doubles the amount of turns it does, and I think it also increases its stats a little bit. The much bigger effect is that it doubles the amount of turns it has. That is the much more important of the 2 effects. Like, it's not close, right? Like, of the things an enemy could do... Oh, this is the wrong way. Of the things an enemy could have going on for it, having double the turns is much more impactful. Anyway, so it's telling us how those work. suck in the items. They're running away. Spider above me. I can feel it. Watching. Boom! I can X-Blade now. Ow, rude. Haha, joke's on you, you can't bind me. I'm immune to that. Rude. All Nina can do is defend herself now. That's all she's got going for her. Okay, full Nina defense set up. Probably unnecessary. Because we're gonna that and then side slash and then X slash and then regular slash a few times. Yeah. It's amazing how much faster these fights go when you come back with, like if you restore after getting better things for Nina. Because if she can actually do things on her turn, it's so nice. But all she can do is set traps, which is useful, don't get me wrong. Her traps are not bad. The problem is just that, like, they're only defensive, which means that if the enemies are currently attacking Ryu, Nina can't actually do very much. But she's also not super helpful at the level that she's at anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I'd like to point out, I have raised... I'm gonna put these as best we can between these two, but you can't really get it too close. So dude, there should be somewhere outside of her. Apparently you need more than 11 AP to cast one of those. Anyway, burn baby burn. Nina's traps do really good damage though. Like, you know, like they do be doing really good damage when they're actually allowed to hit. Where is it? Oh, it's like inside the box. Okay. Put it off to the side. Put it off to the side. And then laugh as Mr. Spider walks into them. Fun fact, enemies lose AP whenever they run into those, so it can sometimes just end their turn like that. Okay, let's go back and go open that treasure chest back here. Also, that reminds me, I learned Ogre Slice. I should actually learn Ogre Slice. Apparently Ogre Slice is a lot better than I gave it credit for. Because you can... So Ogre Slice's whole thing is, as a skill, is that it does... it's Slice, but way less accurate. But it crits. So, like, it's better than Slice if it hits, but way less accurate. And apparently, if you attack an enemy from behind, your attacks are more accurate. Which I did not know. Take that, and then onward we go. Whee! Wahoo! Waha! Whoops. I did an oopsie. This, by the way, okay, so this I actually like. In that, baseline, kick is bad, right? I talked about it a bit before, that Ryu's kick ability is pretty bad, but it pairs really well with Nina. So if you look at it from that angle, it's still a good ability, and I like that. I think that's a good thing for the game to have, right? Unfortunately, enemies have hit the defense line where the best method to hurt them is just slice repeatedly, and that's always depressing. And that's the case because it's boring. Okay, no enemies clinging to the ceiling. Lots of enemies clinging to the ceiling. Just gonna slice the one in front a few times, and then spend the rest of my AP walking backwards to get back close to Nina again. Going to step right here. By step right there, I mean step even closer. And then drop 2 circles. And then life is good. Easy game, easy life. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Annoying, it did in fact get to attack. So I need to move Vert Slash on this weapon. There we go. Come at me, little spider. See how well that goes for you. Not very well, evidently. Okay, what? How are we doing on level 1? Okay, level 8 and level 4, respectively. Okay. You guys, you wanna pop down here so that way I can beat you up? One second, though. I'm going to remember to do the thing. And put Vert Slash right there. Whoop. Wrong button there. That was an unfortunate mispress. We're gonna take a lot of damage for that mispress. One of those moments I'm like, ooh, wish I had the undo button on that one. Because that's not going to go well. All that careful positioning just to undo it with an accidental button press. The only thing comparable to this in AoE for quite a while is a move called Round Saber, and we will not have access to that for like a hot minute. Just put these traps as there as possible. Darn. That one's definitely gonna die to the... Well, I mean, it would have if it stayed and fought. Little coward. Perish. Not running away from me. Days like this, I wish I had kick. I should put kick on my other weapon, actually. So that way I could at least use it. Go for Nina. Do it. Do it, coward. You won't. I'm explicitly gonna try and put this as between them as possible. And have Nina actually hide in her fire trap. Come on. Yeah, idiot. Stupid spider. Not as smart as a human. I don't remember if I went into a room, so I'm gonna go check. Did I go in here? Did not. I had a feeling I hadn't. I was like, I don't think I did. Okay, well, I don't care for any of these. Do I have anything that's actually... Okay, why do I have a single heal kit in my inventory when I have others? That's just me not piling them correctly. It's so nice to be able to use the dash for free. Later in the game, the dash becomes off limits, and it's very sad. I understand why the dash is off limits, because honestly, it is bonkers good. It is unfair. But it does kind of suck that it has a cost like that. Onward. Do. Wow. Those boxes sucked. Oh, well. Hello, Lynn. Trinity. Ranger, you can't help her. Go and leave her with me. What? We need that girl. She's the only hope we have of saving this rotten world. Okay, calm down. I don't care what you want. I don't deal with criminals. Admirable, for a ranger. Too bad you don't realize there's more to this world than what you can see with your eyes. Listen, there are some things you'd be happier not knowing. Forget you met me, and forget that you met a girl with wings. Here, come with me, child. Trust me, he can't help you. Nina be like, nah, he my hero. Alright, Ranger, let's work together, at least until we leave End Sector. I'm supposed to trust you? We both want to protect her, right? Okay, I gotta say, I think one of the few like major plot holes in this game is Lynn's like, I want to protect her. Nina was the cargo, right? Nina was the cargo. Lynn fired a rocket launcher at that train. That seems a little risky if you don't want the cargo damaged. You know what I mean? Like, that seems a little much. Especially since we know that Nina is not... that's a little more unclear if Lynn knew what was in it or not. But presumably the answer to that is yes, because we don't see Lynn find out what was in the cargo between there and here. Because here, Lynn definitely knows that she was the cargo. So... A Trinity attack. Mars missing? I see. What happened to the cargo? Cargo? I barely made it out alive. The cargo was top secret. You should have secured it before coming back here. Falling from that height, it couldn't have survived. The brass don't like excuses, Bosch. Find the cargo and get rid of it permanently. No matter what it looks like. Understood? Get rid of it. Anyway, Lynn joins the party. We have 3 party members now. Wahoo. Anyway, Lynn gets to do lots of things. Lynn, I think, makes the best use of the battle system in this. I should have equipped... I forgot again. Okay, the best thing, simple damage-wise, is just slice, slice, slice. Lynn can knock things away at least. Rude. Don't mind me just preparing for Lynn's turn. She starts with out of my way, right? Okay, yeah, cool. Boop. Oh, hey, that was an achievement. For using a trap setup like that. Okay, I need to go down the other path now real quick. Whee! Oh yeah, 600 Zenny. I don't actually care that much about Zenny, but you know, it's there. Anyway, I don't know. I'm probably gonna stop this pretty soon, and I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it, other than eventually, probably. Okay, that did literally 0 damage. Rough. Does Deathbringer hurt it? A little bit. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move over here. Then Nina's going to be the one that... 1, 2... Da, 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 da. 3. So we got 3 magic traps down. Also, we can now profile enemies. Please drop Jolt, I beg you. It would make my life so much easier if you drop Jolt. Please. I'm begging you, drop it. Give me the spell. Darn it. Okay, so do that. Then just back away. Just end our turn for him. Uh-oh. This might be a little hard to get done. Okay, so we can only get one circle out. Hopefully that'll be enough to kill it. Here's hoping. And it is! Cool. Easy! Jolt? Darn it. Unlucky. That is an unfortunate bummer to not get Jolt there. Yeah, fun fact, if you want to avoid taking damage in this area, one of the better things to do is to simply start with Nina and trap the heck out. Like, have her get the opening attack and then trap the heck out of the space in front of her. And generally, enemies will just run into it. Because enemies are not very smart in this game, particularly the regular ones. And this way you don't have to worry about Ryu being in the way. Da, 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 da. Oops. It is a magical trap of some description. Okay, well, we're not gonna be able to do what I'd like to do, but I can set up a thing behind it. Screw you, buddy. One's gonna make you disappear. But yeah, she's putting magic circles on the ground. Okay, I know that Nina goes first, so I can really come up here and trap this little spider in the corner in a really rude manner. Okay, and now Nina just runs away. So that way the spider has to walk forward. And then the spider is very sad as it perishes. It almost makes you feel bad for it, but only almost. Also, I'm finally gonna remember to do the thing that I've been meaning to do for like a couple of battles, which is, no, not on this one. On this one, side slash on this weapon, kick. There we go. Now have kick on something, and that's all that matters. Well, that's actually like the perfect spot to knock it to. Because now I can just drop the traps in the doorway. What's it gonna do about that? Nothing. It's gonna perish. That's what it's gonna do. Trap number 2. Trap number 3. And run away. And then flee and laugh as it burns. Hee hee ha ha. Da -da, da -da -da -da. Sometimes I really wish that the range for pulling enemies into battle was a bit wider. Because I would like to fight a few more enemies at once in this scenario. But it's just not pulling them into the fight. Yeah, it's a good mix of sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, hey, there was a second one. I mean, Nina is explicitly doing magic, though. But the other two are just non-magical beings. Like, I think it's a good mix. Because Nina's circles are explicitly magic circles. Like, they have the magic circle design under them. You know, that kind of thing. I resent what the interactions there. I resent them greatly. Okay, buddy. You want to be all high and mighty and get in my way? Yeah, how do you think this is gonna go for you, buddy? You just gotta heal herself to be safe. But yeah, I really like the mix of magical and non-magical that this game has going on. Yeah, you hit Nina. Good for you, buddy. Burn. Bye-bye. And then, hit this jerk a little bit. But yeah, I just really like, the mixing of aesthetics. Oh, why am I getting an SOL scene here? Let's rest a little. So, Ranger, aren't you curious? Don't you want to know what she is? Nah, I'm good. She's Nina. That's all I need to know. Would you even tell me if I asked, criminal? Truth is, I don't even know. I wasn't told. Ranger, this world you're trying to protect, I don't think it's worth it. You be like, stare meaningfully into the... I swear those enemies dropped things, but it's fine. I didn't need them anyway. Off we go. Idiots. Look at them, their dumb little selves. Get X slashed. Okay, almost got them all. I saw a flash of green in here. Can't fool me, game. I know I can get a thing between me and the enemies. I'm going to still move back a little bit, though. These enemies are smart enough to go around, which means I actually need a more solid defense. I'd like to point out that Ryu has more speed than he should for this level, and he's still the slowest. Like, he's got like an extra 6 to 9 speed on him, and is still slower than the rest of them. This is a D ratio door? Yeah. Get smacked. Time to die. Yeah, pretty much. Effectively, they work like New Game Plus doors, where you have to clear the game well enough to raise your D ratio so you can go inside. But yeah, pretty much. They, like, in terms of, like, in-game canon, yeah, that is essentially correct. The door really do just be saying, you're too big of a loser to go inside. I don't like that I didn't get to swing my sword. I'm upset with how that one went. Why are you leaving? Come back. No, stop. Okay, I have 2 over there. And can I even get one over here? I don't think I can. Boop. Ba-doop. Man, went right for Nina. Ignored all other opportunities to inflict damage on an enemy and went right for her. No hesitation. Knock it into AoE for more. And then shoot them in the face. Repeatedly. Easy game, easy life. Darn it. I could not, in fact, move Ryu far enough out of the way. Which means I cannot put traps anywhere that's helpful. If only I had Jolt. If only one of those stupid slime snail box things or whatever had dropped what I wanted them to, all would have been well. Okay, now smack. We're done. There's 2 spiders on the ceiling. They have now come down. Darn. There's nowhere where I get to oh, so there's nowhere where I get to hit them with the, okay. Rough. Whoops, that, there are layers to how badly that just went. I keep accidentally doing that. That's the second time. Like, doing it once is like whatever. It's doing the same thing a second time. That's rough. I'm really glad I got the the bind protection though. It's really nice to have on Ryu. Because he's the only one who actually needs to move to be effective. So against the never-ending spider horde, it's a really nice thing for him to have in particular. Should have made that a combo. Would have done a little bit more damage, but oh well. I also probably should have moved Ryu away so that way I could magic trap them. But on the other hand, magic trapping does take more time. And I could instead shoot them with Lin. And is it less efficient because I took damage for that? Yeah, but, you know, it's less work. Because I have to place each magic trap, you know what I mean? That requires thought and effort. Shooting with Lin just requires hitting the fire button. Get hit. For a second I thought I like flipped it through the door. There we go. I've moved out of the way for the circles of doom, or maybe not. Okay, it was a little harder to place it, but I got it. There we go. Easy. Easy game, easy life. I sure to think how good Nina would be if you were allowed to start with traps active. Also, it is like 7 and I need to go eat dinner and things. So, that's all for today. I'll get back to this at some point. I don't know when, because, you know, I am American and it's Thanksgiving weekend. So, I'll be busy. But at some point in the near future, I'll get back to this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.